ceremony today. Before we start, please can you check that your phones are off or are on to silent, but please feel free to take photos as lasting mementos on this happy day. Without further ado, please will you all stand to welcome the bride.
If you're lost, you can walk and you will find me. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting.
Welcome to you all, and thank you very much for coming on behalf of Joe and Matt. We're just going to have a little shuffle around because of the rain, so if everybody could move under the trees, we're going to turn the ceremony round. So please take your chairs and move around.
Oh, they sit there.
We can, yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. We can either, they can be there. Should we stay here?
Yes.
Well, you want to be under, yeah, we're both free as
Do you want me to take it, Josh? You got it. You got it. Oh. Do it that way.
Yeah, side on, yeah?
Yeah, and do another one now. Pick. I didn't. It doesn't matter, we just need to get on with it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just an action one.
Hey, Joe.
Where's Josh gone?
Yeah.
There's a beer there. Is that yours?
That might be it.
That's such a good spot.
Yeah, it is, yeah. That's just their microphone moment, overbalancing.
Oh, you can see him well with something down to the river.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Hi. Yeah, right. Good to see you. Absolutely, guys. Just be on that way. Yeah, no, I'm terrified.
hang on to his chair.
Oh, I won't volunteer.
We're gonna have the camera over you. Is anyone in the middle there?
Why don't you and I stand this side?
So again, thank you and welcome on this very special day. It means a lot to Joe and Matt to have their closest family and friends sharing in their love and joy and helping them create everlasting memories on this special day. We are joined here to celebrate the love between these two wonderful people. Love is a key part to a successful relationship, but a good marriage takes more than just love. It requires the desire of each individual to share themselves and their experiences, and a willingness to accept each other for who they are. It is making a commitment of friendship and mutual respect. It requires honesty, patience, and, of course, humour. Marriage is where each partner cares for the other and supports them in all that they do. It demands courage, the courage to be open, the courage to grow and change, and the courage to sort out together the tasks of daily living. A good partner in such a marriage is loving, caring, and above all, a best friend. And I know that this is what Joe and Matt have found in each other. As Joe and Matt declare themselves to one another, promising to love, cherish and support each other through their commitment of marriage, you all have the honour of witnessing the beginning of this new stage in their relationship as they start their lives as husband and wife. It is a rare and magical experience to witness a friendship grow and develop into something much more. It is this special type of relationship that Joe and Matt are lucky enough to possess and has brought us here today. Freddie Mercury said it best when he wrote, "You make me live. Whatever this world can give to me, it's you. You're all that I see. You make me live. You're my best friend." Freddie's words absolutely ring true for our lovely couple who met at work all those years ago. Over time, as their friendship developed, Matt began to realise that his feelings for Joe were more than that of just friends. One summer's day, Matt decided to chance his arm and asked Joe out for a drink. Matt admitted to Joe that he missed her when he didn't see her every day, and his charm won her over. They headed to the Barley Mow for a drink and have not looked back since. Joe met Matt's son Josh early on in their relationship, and watching Matt and Josh together was a pinnacle time for her. Joe describes Matt as a brilliant dad, and seeing them together brought a new depth to their own relationship. Witnessing Matt being so kind and caring showed her that he's a real softie at heart. She knows that with Josh and with her, he will always be there for them if they need him. Likewise, it was very important to Matt that Joe and Josh were able to develop a good relationship. And Matt is very proud of the family they have created together. The idea of proposing came to Matt after an alcohol-fueled charity event in Dorchester in London. He bid on a romantic dinner and overnight stay at Rick Stein's Hotel in Padstow, Cornwall. Much to Joe's annoyance, he had rather overpaid for the prize, but it was all in aid of charity. After checking into the hotel, Matt and Joe decided to go for a walk around the exquisite Cornish harbour. Joe had finally forgiven Matt for his extravagant spending and set about enjoying the beautiful seafront vista. Overcome by the beauty of it all, she moved towards Matt to hold his arm. Not known for his public displays of affection, even Joe was surprised at how quickly Matt jumped away. What Joe didn't know was that Matt was terrified that she may feel the ring box hidden in his pocket. Later that evening, they made their way downstairs to the restaurant, which was full of diners looking forward to sampling Stein's infamous menu. Matt had envisioned proposing to Joe alone, and so asking her while sitting so tightly packed with other guests was out of the question. So he decided to wait. 2 bottles of wine and some time later, with everyone now gone, Matt felt the time was right to finally propose. Being the true romantic that he is, Matt asked, "What are we going to do about getting married then?" Joe was rather confused with this sudden and unexpected statement, and so replied, "What do you mean?" And at this point, Matt placed the ring box on the table while saying, "You'll need a ring." Joe's silent surprise prompted Matt to ask the question once again, but a bit more directly. This seemed to bring Joe back into the moment, and she happily replied yes. They celebrated with some delicious strawberries dipped in chocolate and a glass of champagne. Matt's ability to surprise Joe is just one of the things that she loves about him. He often arrives home having booked a last-minute weekend trip so they can enjoy some quality time together. She spoke of how she can always trust and rely on him, and know he will never let her down. I asked Matt what it is that he loves about Joe. He said that he loves the fact that she is always happy no matter what life throws at her. Matt explained that the fundamental reason he asked Joe out was that they had such a good friendship and just got on, and this remains one of the many reasons he loves her so much. Joe and Matt certainly do make a great team, and they say the secret to their successful relationship is that they are both completely open and honest with each other and never argue. They lead busy lives and like to squeeze a lot in. Joe enjoys planning lots of activities for herself, Matt and Josh to do together as a family. And this is a highlight for them all because family is central in all that they do. Recent home renovations mean that Joe and Matt can now entertain family and friends at home with good food and good wine. They have both really been looking forward to this, and each knows their role. Joe is head chef, whilst Matt is head of atmosphere. It is now time for our first reading, so I would like to invite Ellie to step forward to read Love, written by Roy Croft.
I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am when I am with you. I love you, not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you for the part that you bring out. I love you for putting your hand into my heaped up heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things that you can't help seeing there, and for drawing out into the light all the beautiful belongings that no one else has looked quite far enough to find. I love you because you are helping me to make of the lumber of my life not a tavern but a temple, out of the works of my everyday not a reproach but a song. I love you because you have done more than any creed could have done to make good, and more than any fate could have done to make me happy. You have done it without a touch, without a word, without a sign. You have done it by just being yourself. Perhaps that is what being friends means after all. Thank you. Thank you, Ellie. We have now reached the most important point of the ceremony for Joe and Matt, where they demonstrate their commitment to each other and their marriage by sharing their promises in front of you all. Marriage is a partnership in which two people are united together through body, mind and soul. It is a commitment that is entered into voluntarily, but not lightly, with the knowledge that there will be both good times and periods of struggle. Over the years, each must support and care for the other, offering unconditional love, acceptance, honesty, and hope. Today, Joe and Matt are demonstrating their understanding of this and their lifelong commitment to each other. Matt. Do you come here freely and without reservation to commit yourself wholly to Joe? If so, answer, I do.
I do.
Joe, do you come here freely and without reservation to commit yourself wholly to Matt? If so, answer, I do. As a sign of their love and commitment, Joe and Matt have chosen their own personal promises which they would like to share with you today.
Toot toot.
I now invite you to declare your promises in the presence of your friends and family. Matt, please repeat after me. In the presence of our family and friends,
In the presence of our family and friends,
I take you, Joe, as my beloved wife.
I take you, Joe, as my beloved wife.
I promise to be loving and faithful to you.
I promise to be loving and faithful to you.
I ask you to be none other than yourself.
I ask you to be none other than yourself.
I promise to cherish you, to care for you,
I promise to cherish you, to care for you,
to respect our differences and to nurture our relationship.
to respect our differences and nurture our relationship.
My pledge is made in love.
My pledge